Welcome. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to promote a Windows server. In this example, this is a Windows Server 2012 R2 to become a domain controller. And this is going to be the first domain controller for the forest. So Active Directory will be installed with the installation of this um, domain controller. In order to do that, the first thing you have to do is you have to go to Server Manager. This is the Server Manager, and Server Manager is the shortcut right next to the Start button down here. You see it down here. On Server Manager, you can configure this local server. Okay, to configure this local server, the first thing you got to do is add roles and features. Now, roles and features are two different aspects of adding functionality to a server. So as soon as we click on add roles and features, it brings up a wizard. This wizard helps you install roles, role services, and or features. You determine which roles, role services, or features to install based on the computing needs of your organization, such as sharing documents or hosting a website. Before you continue, you have to verify the following. The administrator account has a strong password. Network settings such as static IP addresses are configured, and the most current security updates are installed. After doing this, we go next. Now it's asking us what kind of installation we want to do. Role-based, feature-based, or remote desktop services installation, which will install the required role services for virtual desktop infrastructure or VDI. Okay. Um, in this example, we are going to go with role based. So go next. Now it's asking us to select a server from the server pool. We have only one, that is a locals box NJDC1, IP address 192.168.130.131. The operating system is Microsoft Windows Server 2012 R2 Data Center. Go next. And the role we want to install is the Active Directory Domain Services, which I have previously installed. This role stores information about objects on the network, makes this information available to users and network administrators, and ADDS uses domain controllers to give network users access to permitted resources anywhere on the network through a simple logon process. So now we are ready. Go next and install it. I've already installed it, so I'm going to cancel it. How do I know it's installed? If you go here to the local server, it will tell you all the roles that are already installed on it, right? All right, it's right there, Active Directory, right? Now, I've installed the role, but I have not yet configured it, because without configuration, you can't really use it, right? So to configure the role, we click on this notification. This notification, this is a flag, right? And see, there's a kind of a warning thing. So when you click on it, it's telling us post deployment configuration required for Active Directory domain services. Promote this server to a domain controller. So I'm going to click on this link. And now I have three options. I can add this domain controller to an existing domain, add a new domain to an existing forest, or create a new forest, which is what we're going to do. We're going to call it ACES, ACECS. Because this will not exist on the internet, I'm going to call it local. Local means inside the organization. Go next. So I'm going to create a new forest called aces.local. The forest function level will be Windows Server 2012 R2. Domain function level also will be Windows Server 2012 R2. It's going to install the DNS server and make this a global catalog server. Now we need to put in the password for the directory services restore mode. Okay, we're going to use the same password that we have been using. This password is very critical because it helps us restore Active Directory in case there's a problem. You must never forget this password. Okay, write it down. All right. Now it's saying delegation cannot be created because the authoritative parent zone cannot be found. because we don't have any DNS server in our forest. We need to have one, so it's going to create one for us. Okay, if we already had an existing DNS server, we could have used it, but we don't have one. So now it's going to verify the NetBIOS name, which is going to be ACES. NetBIOS names are single names, not double names. So that's ACES. NetBIOS name and DNS name should be the same. Now this is important. The database folder is going to be on the C drive, Windows, and this is not a good thing, so I'm going to change it. So what you should do is you should actually have 3 different partitions. I don't have 3 partitions, but what I can do is I can create 3 folders, right? So to create 3 folders, just click on the new folder. I'm going to create 3. Okay, so the first one is going to be renamed to NTDS, and this is going to be my database. Now you should never really call it that because everybody will know what it is, but this is, I'm just demonstrating. So in the real world, please don't do this. And these should be on separate drives in the real world. What is it? Separate drives. Okay, there. So this will match the database folder, the log file folder, and the sysvol folder. So now to use these, we click on this 3 dots and we go to the C drive and we select the first one, NTDS data. Then the second one is the log, right? Log. And the last one is the sysvol. Ready? Next. So now we are ready. You can save the script. So let's view this. There it is. See, this is the Windows PowerShell script. Can be used to reinstall it again and again. Database path, domain mode, domain name. This is the NetBIOS name, the forest mode. Install DNS is true. This is the log, and this is the sysvol. Everything is good. You can save this as forest design details. Yes. Okay. So that is saved. Now just go next. Now we have to wait. Well, we have run into a problem. The problem is upon verification of the prerequisites for the domain controller promotion, the local administrator account becomes the domain administrator account when you create the new domain. The new domain cannot be created because the local administrator account password does not meet requirements. Currently, the local administrator password is blank, which can lead to security issues. We recommend you press Ctrl or Delete, use the net user command line tool or local users or groups to set a strong password before you create the domain. Okay. All right. So we got to cancel this. Okay. We got to do it again. Okay. In order to change the local admin password, right-click Start. Right-click Start. Go to Control. You could also go straight to computer management. Go straight to computer management. Go to local users and groups. Users. There is the administrator. Right click, set password. We're going to set a strong password on this. Okay. Done. Good. Now we just have to restart the whole thing all over again. I'm going to close this. So good for you, right? This is a quick repeat, but this time I'm going a little faster because I don't have to explain to you what I'm doing. You already know what I'm doing. Put in the password again. The reason why you need this password is without this password you cannot restore Active Directory. That's why you need this password. This is separate from the administrator account. This has nothing to do with the administrator account. Please note. All right. So I'm just doing a quick repeat of what we already did earlier. So explanations you already know, but you're looking at it twice. This is going to be the root of our forest, correct? So this is the database, this is the log, and this is the sysvol. Good, good. Just checking. This time hopefully it should work. There, this time all prerequisites passed, so we can begin the installation, right? Please read the warnings up here, read all the warnings, and we'll be discussing how we're going to meet these warnings, right? Okay. But prerequisites check, completed, all passed, so now I can install. So there, the installation is started. This is only going to take a few minutes and then it will finish. All right. So after it finishes, I will start the next demonstration. I'll end this here. Thank you.